What is up, guys? The LA Gamer here, and today I am bringing you guys episode 2 of my Madden 16 Fantasy Draft Connected Franchise Mode, featuring the Atlanta Falcons, featuring some of the best players that can be featured at each of their individual positions. Derek Carr, Dez Bryant, Vontae Davis. Those are some highly notable players that we have featured on our team. But the team we are playing in today's episode is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles. This is going to be, of course, the first game of the series, opening day of the first year of the series. And this game itself will, of course, feature all of the first of everything, really. First touchdowns, first field goals, first everything. It's going to be kind of a milestone type of game, of course, being at that it is the first game. But either way, we are playing the Philadelphia Eagles, and they have an array of great players themselves. They have Andrew Luck, they have T.Y. Hilton, and they have Bobby Wagner as a few notable guys to look at in their team. So we're going to have a pretty tough matchup here. And one reason why this game is so interesting is because we've got a big matchup between Andrew Luck and Derek Carr. Now, right here, though, Derek Carr's actually going to be able to get the first little jab in this matchup. It's right here. He's going to scramble out left, look over the middle. He sees Giovanni Bernard getting an open space, so we're going to throw it down to him. And we got a blocker downfield. And look at this. I used him as a blocker to block two different guys, and Giovanni Bernard is gone. He is long gone. That's an 89-yard touchdown. Just an absolute bomb. Second play of the whole entire season. We already have a touchdown. That's a great way to go out with a bang. We got right there on our offense. We're able to get a big touchdown, get back on the sidelines, and we barely wasted any energy at all. So that's a great way to start the game. Great way to get 7 points on the board. So I definitely have no complaints right there. Something I want to mention as well, though, is the reason this Andrew Luck Derek Carr matchup is so great is not only because they're both young, very talented quarterbacks, as right here. Let's just watch this field goal real quick. Let's just see what this guy does here, because this is going to be pretty hysterical. I just want to see this. First field goal of the season, and he's about 3 yards wide. So that guy is probably going to get cut. That was absolutely horrible. Luckily for them, though, we're going to follow it up with a pretty terrible play of our own by throwing it out to that flat route right where the man was positioned, and that's going to be an easy little interception for them. So the reason this game is so important between Derek Carr and Andrew Luck is not only because they're nice young quarterbacks who are probably going to feature this some of the top, throws and stuff like that in this game for a long time to come, but it's also because Derek Carr was picked number 8 or so by my team, but Andrew Luck was picked the very next choice by the Philadelphia Eagles, of course. And this has a lot of meaning because when we were actually drafting that first round, if you guys remember, the big decision was, do we go with Andrew Luck or do we go with Derek Carr? We, of course, ended up going with Carr, but that was a tough decision for me. And right here, this will be a good way of determining whether that was the right decision or not. Derek Carr, Andrew Luck, which one was the better decision? I have played, of course, this one game, though, and I think it's fair for me to say I like Derek Carr a lot. I think he makes some very accurate throws, and basically any mistake that he does make is typically on my end, and that's usually because I just throw the ball in a bad area where it shouldn't have been thrown. So for the most part, though, Derek Carr throws it exactly where I need him to throw it. He definitely kind of just dimes the ball in there, and he's definitely one of my favorite players to play with now. With a new team, with a new type of roster, and a new type of play style, I am going to have to adjust the sliders accordingly to make sure that the gameplays are as close as possible. Now, this game specifically, as you guys could probably have told by the title and such, this game is going to come down to the wire. It's going to be real close. So this one directly is not gonna be one of those games that, of course, is a blowout by any means by either team. But this game itself is going to be really, really close. So we're going to adjust it as time goes by. If there ever is a blowout or anything like that, I'll make minor adjustments to the sliders to make sure that the games get a little bit more realistic, a little bit closer. That's really because, that's really what we strive for for me personally, when I'm trying to make a video and trying to make a series with a franchise. I try to go for the most realistic and most competitive type of atmosphere that we can possibly work with. And definitely this game right here matched both those expectations and both those limits that I'm trying to reach. And it was both competitive and it was very, very difficult for me. So and right here, you see they're moving down the middle. I don't remember. Oh, yeah, it was Danny Woodhead who was the running back, which is kind of an interesting situation because I figured the Eagles have a really nice, dominant speed back. But Danny Woodhead does not necessarily fit that mold, but he did a pretty nice job for them. As you see right there, I believe that's 13 rushes, 95 yards, and a touchdown. I'm pretty sure that's the stat line that came up. As right here, they're going to go for another field goal. They're trusting this field goal kicker once again. Now that he's a bit closer, he made that kick he made it look a lot easier than the last one. The last one, he just missed by, man, that was horrible. The last one, he missed by a mile. But that one he luckily for them made. And right here, they're down by 4. They get another chance here with the ball in their hands because I had to punt the ball in the previous possession. And right here, you see they're going to move downfield. They're going to do what they can with Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck being one of the most dominant quarterbacks in the game. He's going to make a nice passing drive. Right here, he puts the ball just exactly where it needs to be. But somehow his receiver drops that one. So I definitely have no complaints on that play right there, as I'm going to take the free drop ball. And I'm going to hopefully that can result in them not being able to get their drive together. Because right now, the only way they're going to take the lead or even have a chance to tie or anything is if they get the touchdown. So if they do not do that, they're not going to be able to take the lead and the game is likely over. So, of course, we all know they're going to go for the touchdown. And sadly on this play, he's going to throw right over my flat route user. I don't exactly know what my guy was doing in that zone coverage. He didn't follow the receiver back with him. and allow them to get a wide open touchdown and take a 3-point lead with 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go. This is an 85-yard drive that Derek Carr is going to need to make to win this game. So I figure, why not give it to Dez Bryant in these types of positions? So I know this is a really important time in the game. This is where you're going to see Dez Bryant kind of come to life. We really need him to start making some big plays, just start making some big moves here on the receiving game. So if we can find him open on any big routes, of course he's going to be our go-to guy, as he's one of the most dominant players in the league. Just with his physical ability and his aggression in terms of trying to get the ball down and being the one who comes up with it. So that's why right here you see 3rd and 19, 45 seconds to go with only 2 timeouts. We need a big play here. Dez Bryant was the only guy I could even think to throw it to, and he's going to come down with that ball within the 10-yard line. I knew if you're going to throw it to anyone in that situation, you throw it to Dez Bryant, and we're gonna just top that play off with a Derek Carr QB sneak into the end zone, and that is it. Now I know we jumped the gun a little bit quick. I know that was a little bit fast, but that was basically it. That was basically the end of the game. It jumped around pretty quick, and the reasoning for that is just because, I mean, we just got so many big plays back to back. We didn't try to use timeouts. We just tried to power it in there, get as many big plays as possible, and just kind of, just try to keep momentum going. So that's kind of how it ended up being. If you guys enjoyed, please click the like button below. Make sure to comment your opinion of this series and what I can do to make more interesting in the comment section below. And make sure to subscribe if you have not already to stay tuned to this series and other series I got going on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait to get this series underway with a few more games. I will see you guys next time, and peace out.